Hello there and welcome to news at 6 p.m. on African News 24 TV, where the world comes to Africa. I'm Mary Adam bringing you the latest news. First, the headlines. Rivers lawmakers move to impeach Fubara, deputy over alleged misconduct. Federal government secures release of Nigerian pastor jailed in Benin. Dangote drops petition against ex-NMDPRA CEO as ICPC insists on probe. Now to the news in full. The Rivers State House of Assembly on Thursday formally initiated impeachment proceedings against Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy 𝗂𝗍𝗄𝗏 𝗂𝗏 following the presentation of notices alleging gross misconduct. The move, anchored on Section 188 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, and other relevant laws, was carried out during a plenary session of the Assembly. The leader of the House, Major Jack, read the notice of allegations against Fubara, while the deputy leader, Linda Stewart, presented the notice against the deputy governor. According to the lawmakers, the allegations include the failure to present the state budget for legislative consideration, the expenditure of public funds without the approval of the House, and the alleged withholding of salaries and statutory allocations meant for the Rivers State House of Assembly, the Office of the Clerk, and the Assembly Service Commission. Also, the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Martins Amiwole, has threatened that lawmakers will resign en masse if Governor Siminalayi Fubara's impeachment process fails. Amiwole made this statement while announcing the commencement of impeachment proceedings against Fubara, citing gross misconduct and refusal to present a budget as reasons for the move. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo says Nigeria's labor movement once depended heavily on foreign funding during the Cold War, endangering national sovereignty and independent decision-making. Obasanjo said this on the 85th birthday celebration and memoir presentation of former Nigeria Labour Congress President Hassan Adebayo Sumonu, held in Abuja on Wednesday, January 7, 2026. Obasanjo, who was represented by a former NLC president and ex-governor of Edo State, Senator Adams Oshiomhole, recalled that rival labor organizations were aligned with opposing global powers during the ideological rivalry between East and West. According to him, one labor group received funding from Soviet Union's KGB, while another was backed by the United States Central Intelligence Agency. He said the foreign influence weakened cohesion within the labor movement and threatened Nigeria's political independence. The Nigerian government has secured the release of Pastor Benjamin Egbaji, a Nigerian national who was jailed in the Republic of Benin. Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Bianca Odumegwu-Ojukwu, announced that Egbaji was released on January 8, 2026, following a presidential pardon by Benin's President Patrice Talon. Egbaji, a businessman and cleric from Cross River State, was accused of sundry offenses and detained in a hospital in Cotonou, Benin's capital, under dehumanizing conditions for over 2 years. His health had deteriorated severely, prompting the Nigerian government to request his repatriation to serve his sentence in Nigeria and receive better medical care. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission has confirmed that the president of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, has withdrawn his petition against the immediate past chief executive officer of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, 𝗵𝗏. Dangote had, in December 2025, petitioned the ICPC through his lawyer, 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏, accusing Ahmed of corruption and financial misconduct. In the petition, the billionaire businessman urged the anti-graft agency to arrest and prosecute Ahmed, alleging the former NMDPRA CEO lived beyond his legitimate earnings while in public office. Speaking via a statement issued on Wednesday, January 7, 2026, ICPC spokesperson 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏 said the commission received a formal notice from Dangote's lawyer withdrawing the petition in full. 𝗂𝗏𝗏 said Dangote withdrew the petition in its entirety, adding that another law enforcement agency has taken over the matter. The Oyo State Governor Makinde has condemned the killings of 5 forest guards by suspected bandits at the National Park office in a local village, Owerri local government area. The attack, which occurred on Tuesday night, has been described as a cross-border operation carried out by bandits from neighboring regions. Makinde expressed his devastation over the loss of lives, stating that security agencies are working together to address the situation. Preliminary investigations indicate that the attack has crossed into Oyo State from outside its borders, exploiting forest corridors to carry out the operation. The governor has appealed to residents, particularly those borders communities, to remain calm and cooperate with security agencies. Chimamanda Ngozi Adiche, the renowned Nigerian author, and her husband, Dr. 𝗂𝗶𝗏𝗏 HiSe, are mourning the loss of their 21-month-old twin, 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏 HiSe, who passed away on January 7, 2026, after a brief illness. The family released a statement expressing their profound grief and requesting privacy during this difficult time. Adiche, known for her works like Purple Hibiscus and Half of a Yellow Sun, has been open about her personal life, including her experience with motherhood and grief, as seen in her memoir, Notes on Grief. The twins were born in 2024 via surrogacy, and Adiche had previously spoken about her decision to disclose this information to challenge societal stigma surrounding fertility publicly. The family appreciates the outpouring of support but reiterates their wish for privacy during this time. We'll go on a short break, and when we return, Praise Adeleke is on standby for business news.
Welcome to Business. On Business News today, the 36 states in Nigeria are set to receive a significant boost to their revenue with an estimated 5.07 trillion naira allocated to them as their share of value-added tax in 2026. So you see, this development is as a result of a new VAT sharing formula, which reduces the federal government share from 15% to 10% and increases the state share from 50% to 55%. According to 2026 to 2028 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper, the new formula is expected to give states an additional 461.27 billion naira in 2026. Then, the federal government's VAT allocation is projected to drop to 922.53 billion naira in 2026, down from 1.04 trillion naira in 2025. And that's not all. The chairman of the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee, Mr. 𝗬𝗿𝗄𝗏, had earlier projected that states could earn over 4 trillion naira annually from 2026, following the implementation of the new VAT reforms. Also on Business News, the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency and the Sea Empowerment and Research Center are calling on stakeholders to build on the progress made in 2025 and further enhance Nigeria's maritime industry in 2026. NIMASA's Director General, Dr. Dayo Mobereola, emphasized the agency's commitment to consolidating gains and advancing Nigeria's standing in global maritime governance. SEREC, in its year-end outlook, highlighted the need for consolidation of port automation and the National Single Window Project to improve trade facilitation. The Maritime Reporters Association of Nigeria has also urged stakeholders to recommit to greater impact in the maritime and blue economy. And on the foreign scene, the United States has withdrawn from 66 international organizations, including key climate and energy bodies, in a significant shift in its global cooperation stance. President Donald Trump signed an executive order citing that these organizations operate contrary to U.S. national interest. With withdrawn organizations include UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, the International Energy Forum, and the UN Population Fund. Others are the International Solar Alliance led by India and France, and the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. And that's what we've got for you on today's Business. Welcome to Business. On
Côte d'Ivoire over orchestrating a plot to assassinate President Ibrahim Traoré. The Burkina Security Minister, Mahamadou Sanna, announced that the plot was financed by Côte d'Ivoire with 7 million francs, approximately $125,000, and was said to be carried out on January 3rd, 2026. Sanna implicated former Burkina President Lieutenant Colonel Paul-Henri Damiba, who was ousted by Traoré in September 2022, as the mastermind behind the plot. The plan involved killing Traoré and attacking key institutions. Côte d'Ivoire has not officially commented on the allegations. Burkina Faso has heightened security and arrested several individuals suspected of involvement in the plot. Traoré has faced several coup attempts since taking power in 2022.
Le 3 janvier 2026 à 23 h, il était prévu une action de déstabilisation du pays. Cela allait se faire par une série d'assassinats ciblés des autorités civiles et militaires, en commençant par la neutralisation du camarade capitaine Ibrahim Traoré, chef de l'État, président du Faso, soit à bout portant, soit par une action pour miner son domicile. Les acteurs impliqués pour une question de confidentialité et aussi pour éviter de compromettre l'efficacité des enquêtes, nous allons citer seulement l'acteur principal. Il s'agit de l'ex-lieutenant-colonel Paul-Henri Sandaogo Damiba. Ce qui est important aussi d'apporter comme élément d'information auprès des populations, c'est les sources de financement. Il s'est de souligner qu'une bonne partie du financement provient de la Côte d'Ivoire, dont la dernière opération s'élève à 70 millions.
Welcome to sports. The National Sports Commission says all financial entitlements of Super Eagles players and officials have been resolved. The NSC chairman 𝗂𝗶𝗿𝗄 made this known on Wednesday, following reports of players threatening to boycott training and travel to Marrakesh for Saturday's match against Algeria. 𝗂𝗍𝗄 said President Bola Tinubu had approved the Super Eagles AFCON 2025 budget since November 2025, aligning the NSC, NFF, and players. He, however, explained that approval and processing were different stages, but assured players that funds had been approved and were released. 𝗂𝗍𝗄 stated that the Ministry of Finance and the Central Bank of Nigeria were working to ensure timely disbursement. Nigeria will face Algeria's Desert Foxes for a semi-final spot and are expected to depart phase for Marrakesh on Thursday ahead of the blockbuster encounter at the Stade de Marrakesh on Saturday. Nigerian New Zealand mixed martial artist 𝗂𝗐 Adesanya has declared that he will conclude his fighting career in the Ultimate Fighting Championship, dismissing the possibility of a transition to professional boxing. Speaking at a recent question and answer session at 𝗂𝗐𝗏𝗏 and MMA, Adesanya emphasized his dedication to mixed martial arts, stating, "My career is going to end in the UFC, I believe." The UFC middleweight champion, known as the Stylebender, explained that his commitment to MMA stems from its comprehensive nature, utilizing all lanes and techniques. He questioned the logic of switching to boxing, saying, "How can I now say, oh, I'm just going to go box?" Adesanya's decision comes amid speculation about potential lucrative boxing matches, but he remains resolute, prioritizing his legacy in the UFC. Edith Lawrence is on standby for entertainment news. Hello, Edith.
Thank you. In entertainment, Nigerian music star Adekunle Gold and his wife Simi has announced the birth of their twins, sparkling excitement among fans and colleagues in the entertainment industry. The joyful news was confirmed through social media posts on Wednesday night, with Adekunle Gold sharing the update on Snapchat. The singer revealed that the couple had welcomed 2 new additions to their family, describing the moment as a double blessing. He said, and I quote, "Ask God for another child and he blessed me double," Adekunle Gold wrote, alongside a photo of 2 baby outfits captioned "Double Trouble." Hints of the pregnancy had earlier surfaced in Adekunle Gold's recent music video, "My Love in the Same," released in the late December 2025. The video featured Simi proudly showing a baby bump while her daughter Adiche made an appearance singing, a scene that sparked widespread speculation among fans ahead of the announcement. Adekunle Gold and Simi, who tied the knot in January 2019, are already parents to Adiche, fondly known as Deja, born in May 2020. Over the years, the couple have maintained a relatively private family life, occasionally sharing intimate moments through their music and carefully curated social media posts. Moving on, former Big Brother Naija housemate Cross Okonkwo has revealed that his outspoken Christian faith has cost him a lucrative job opportunity. The reality TV star made the claim in a post shared on X, stating that a potential business associate declined to work with him because of his bold expression of faith on social media. According to Cross, the individual openly admitted turning down the deal due to his public declaration of belief in Jesus Christ. Okonkwo stressed that he would never compromise his beliefs for money or professional gain, insisting that true wealth comes from God and not fame or material success. The former BB Naija star also addressed critics who still perceive him as the same person they watched on reality show, noting that he has experienced spiritual and personal growth since leaving the house. He further appealed to fans not to compare him with other former housemates, stating that everyone has a different path in life. And that's much we can take on entertainment at the moment. Please stay with us. In entertainment.
Thank you, Edith, and that's a wrap. Stay tuned for more updates on these stories and others on our website at africannews24.ng, and follow us on all our social media platforms to stay informed and ahead. I'm Mary Adams. See you soon.